All right. So welcome back to our Health and Health Promotion Week. I wanted to make a little video just to give a nod to this idea that we've been talking about this week, which is anti-aging versus a wellness perspective for aging. This is brought up a lot in the text, right? Because a lot of what we read in this chart rocks is about how not to collude with that ageist narrative that aging is bad, aging is wrong, aging is disease, aging is a problem. And one of the things that we can fall into when we think about health and health promotion in aging is this idea that we're anti-aging and we want to stave off aging or fight off aging or do something like that. Aging is disease, therefore aging is bad, let's avoid aging or let's deny aging. And this is a narrative that doesn't belong, right? It doesn't belong with a pro-wellness and a pro-aging agenda. And in chapter 4, I talked a lot about denial of aging from a diet, exercise, health point of view. So if I'm just X amount of healthy, I'm not aging. To give the example of her friend's husband, who was very active, and I thought that this was an interesting narrative here. Is that if I can still blank, if I can still, quote unquote, still fill in the blank, then I'm okay. Then I'm not aging. Then I'm not doing poorly. And in this particular chapter, this is if I can still swim that mile or run that mile or use this, get around without a wheelchair or whatever it might be for your physical health. If I can still blank, it's that still narrative, right, that she talked about, that Dr. Bill Thomas talks about in his sort of define the aging narrative as well. If I can still do blank, then everything's okay. And I want to steer us away from this anti-aging narrative in this particular chapter. It's important, or this particular week. As you do your assignments for your health promotion handout, part of your rubric is to have a true wellness or a pro-aging perspective and stay away from this anti-aging, this is what's wrong with aging, it's a disease narrative, right? So age denial, really. And I want to give you a couple of examples. So this is a little, not totally subtle, but a more subtle way of having this age denial, anti-aging approach to exercise, diet, health promotion activities, the years off workout. So you can get 10 pounds lighter and take 10 years off your body with our age defying plan. Right? And they talk about exercise, how it makes you look and feel younger, and how there is actual evidence that those who are regular exercises have significantly longer telomeres, which is sort of a DNA way to look at how you're aging or your longevity, which is fine. But then it says things like those who exercised a little less than 30 minutes a day looked 10 years younger than those who did just 16 minutes a week. So, the idea here isn't this still narrative. If I do 30 minutes a week, I'll still look younger. That's an anti-aging message for health promotion or health behaviors. What we want to do instead is have more of a pro-aging and wellness perspective that's about being as healthy as possible and being able to age well, but not deny age or somehow equate age with a problem or a disease. So one of the examples that I want to give you of something that's a health promotion type of information that's more of a wellness perspective is from the National Institute on Aging, which is a .gov website, reputable information here. And in their nutrition and healthy aging section, they have a what's on your plate, smart food choices for healthy aging. Now, you're not creating a website for this, but for your project. But I think this is an example of the types of things and the way that you can present your information to be not anti-aging, but have a wellness, pro-health perspective without denying age or being anti-aging. So it does things like what's a healthy lifestyle like. It gives you shopping tips, the plans for healthy eating, what you need to know about nutrients as you want to look for healthy eating as you age. So it gives you some plans, talks about the types of things that you might want to do and how you can eat for health. So this is a similar type of information that you're going to be putting in your health promotion handouts. So something like this, 10 healthy eating tips for people age 80 or 65 plus, and they even have a USDA handout example. So this is something like what yours might look like, and you'll want to include good information, which is in the rubric, about what health benefits this might get you. So drink plenty of liquids, and maybe this has been shown in research studies to benefit you in this way, or something like that. So you should have a good balance of information and sources, or a nod to studies or research that you've used. Certainly, you'll want to provide me with where you got your sources of information, right? But this is just just juxtaposing the type of information. This is again a wellness perspective, and this is more of an anti-aging perspective. So using the anti-aging perspective, they used research, that is known. They talk about healthy aging activities and exercise, but the way they present it is anti-aging or age denial, right? So that's just something that I wanted to give you and underscore from the chapter, really is that the pushback of that chapter was to look at how you're presenting the information and presenting it in such a way that isn't colluding with that or going along with that age denial or age defiance message that's fueled by ageism, as opposed to going at it from a pro health perspective that incorporates a wellness component for aging, but doesn't dismiss aging as problematic. Okay. All right, so that's the last lecture video for this week. Good luck with your assignments, your health promotion assignments, as well as your other readings to catch up on. And we'll be talking with you next time.